Just as we were ready for air, it was the Colts emerging from the locker room to great fanfare here in Indy. They're ready to go as the Colts get set to match up with the Buffalo Bills. Steven Hauschka now about set to get this one started. And this one is underway here on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Check. Fresno. Check. Deuce.
On second down, here's a run with Mack. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. He lost 2 there, and it's third down. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
Check. Slam.
On third down, Brissett. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
You got tight right there. Check nickel. Check safety. Shift.
Naeem Hines, his first carry. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7.
They're going to need some therapy after this. Go. Motion. Reset. Mike, 41. All right. Let's go, D. Let's go. All right, let's get there.
Brissett. Looking deep for Hilton. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver. But now it'll be third down.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
To throw, Brissett. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. That's a pretty good opening possession defensively.
And you know the goal is to make something of a statement, especially on the road with your first defensive possession, isn't it?
And, oh, that is going to be a safety. So troubles here offensively. I tell you, the noise in this dome, that has got to make it harder for these guys to hear.
Sometimes I find myself shouting up here. But you're right. If you can't communicate well or get off the snap count properly, it can cause big problems, and this qualifies as a big problem.
Come on now, let's go!
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Sponge! 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 No, no, no! Joker, Joker! Joker, Joker! Any weapon! Safe, safe, safe! Go! That's mine. I got it, Hey, check 24! Check 24!
On second down now, it's Mack, and he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
No, no, no. Off. Watch twins. Watch twins.
On third down, a run by Mack. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. Just a 1 yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's fourth down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll kick it away for the second time. Here now Roberts. And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. Devin Singletary with his first carry of the game. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Isaiah McKenzie hauling it in. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo 1st down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Here we go.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Watch a slack, watch a slack, watch a slack. On 52.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. He's going to go deep for Beasley. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a first down.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in the paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. John Brown, and all the way home for a Bills touchdown. John Brown, 45 yards, and the Bills have taken the lead. Stephen Hauschka for the point after. And it's now a 7-2 ball game.
Next to score, Bills 7, Colts 2. Stephen
Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
It's just me and you. Jim. Kill. Check 9. He's checking. Crash.
To throw is Brissett. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. The Colts on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15.
49 to Mike, watch 49. Hey, they're scared. 49.
Now Brissett. And the pressure gets to him again. Jerry Hughes providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. To return is Roberts. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive. Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. To the shotgun snap to Allen. Escaping the pressure right. And he finds Beasley complete. And taking it across midfield and inside. Inside the 45.
Check 53. Cut. 53, Mike. I'm coming for you, Mike. Check. 53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike. Yeah.
On first down, Allen. He finds his target, John Brown. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. Here's Allen on first and 10. Got an open man. It's Foster. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Colts 16.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards.
Squeeze, double.
On second down, here's a run with Singletary. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And able to find John Brown. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Brown 80. 55. Watch the twist.
And they run here with Singletary. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 5,
Second down and goal. Allen forced out to his left. And he's going to keep it here. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation. The Bills on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is third and goal.
check right. Watch 55. I got one. 55, Mike, got 55.
To the air, Allen. That's caught by Brown for a Bills touchdown. John Brown with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Hauschka with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet. You're trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice, and maybe that's throwing them off? Or do they just have to go to a different play calling section and try and run some offense that way?
58, the mic. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up.
A run by Mack to start the drive. And he'll push forward for about 4 up to the 23.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Go, motion.
They'll run it. It's Mack. And some room to work. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one good for 26 and a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Brissett. Looking deep for Hilton. And he fires one that's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Allen now 9 of 11 passing in this first half. He's got his guys at 1st and 10. He's going to fire one deep over the middle, and that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Throwing again. Allen. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Kenny Moore. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You've got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
Throwing on first down is Allen. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
You got three down.
Allen now throwing again. He's going deep for Brown. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. John Brown on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Now Hausch can attack on the extra point. And that one makes this a 19-point game.
Makes the score Bills 21, Colts 2. Stephen Hauschka to kick off.
Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Brissett sets to throw it. Looking deep for Hilton. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 8 yards.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Check. 49, guys. Mike, 49. I got one. 49. 49's the Mike. 49's the Mike. 65. 65.
They'll throw now on the final play. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Darius Leonard, the linebacker, able to break that one up. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Alert, alert, alert.
From the gun, it's Allen. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So good work there on the defensive side for the first drive of the second half.
Yeah, and until their offense can get into rhythm, their defensive players and staff have got to say to themselves, we've got to make it work. We've got to stand in here and make sure nothing else happens until our guys start moving the ball.
This is taken at about the 14. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
Check three, check three, check three.
They begin the drive on the ground with Mack, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Second and 12.
He's coming, he's coming, he's coming.
21-yard line.
Kill, 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 kill. Watch safety creep, watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Out, 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 out. Check, creep. Crouch.
They'll go again here with Mack. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
And 13.
Down. 15 on it, 15 on it. Echo, echo. Yeah, that's what I do. 49's the mic, watch 49. I'm going to come back. I'm going to come back to you. Hey, hey, watch it, watch it. Check 24, check 24. Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it.
Throwing. Brissett. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. Fielded at the 20. 51 yards on the punt there. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Now Allen going to throw again. Oh, the rookie nearly had the pick. Probably should have had it. 3rd down now.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Here's Allen. Allen hit. He lost the football. And the Colts pick it up. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes if they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback. They've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
Back, back, back. Watch it, watch it.
They'll run on 1st down with Marlon Mack. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Getting out a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill. Jet cover. 22, jet cover.
Staying on the ground with Mack. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
They'll run on first down. Mack. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here.
Yeah, anything. Change it up, because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get done. Sometimes when you open things up a little bit, you can get back to what you wanted to do before.
First target, first catch, and a first down.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. Check 3. Check 3. Check 3. Check 13. Check 13. Slam. Check. Check.
They'll run it with Mack. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Marlon Mack taking it in. And the Colts use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up.
I'm on. Mike's 50.
On 2nd and 9, Allen. Room here to run. There he goes, right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Cole Beasley, the intended target. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack by Marcus Hunt. They were trying to set up that screen, try to get that screen to formulate. Took too long.
Ends up taking a sack, and that leads you to a couple of other questions. Number one, why don't you just get rid of the football near the screen guy so that you don't take an interception? But really, the big one, they just took everything away, and he was really kind of flummoxed on that play and ended up taking the sack.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
Starting the drive with a give to Mack. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Back now in Indianapolis. It's the Colts, so they've got the football, but they've got work to do, trailing here as we begin the 4th quarter.
Here we go. Check, 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 check. 2 times, 2 times. We got 4. We got 4. That's it. 41's coming. 41's a Mike. You must be dreaming. 41 Mike. 41 Mike. Watch the backer. Watch the backer. Hey, 41 Mike.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Brissett. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Check, check. Fresno, Fresno, Fresno. Chance, chance, chance. Deuce, 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 deuce. Check 99, check 99. Same one. Check, check.
On 1st down, it's Mack, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker, was the one disrupting there defensively.
Here we go. Set. Ain't together. You better bring it. I'm letting you know right now, you better bring it. Henry. 41 Mike.
Now on 2nd and 13. Brissett. This one complete to Devin Funchess. And he's got this down to the 35. And he's got a 1st down as a tackle made at the Bills' 35. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 35-yard line.
Check 49, check 49. Kill. Turn up. Kill, turn up. You got tight. You got tight right there. nickel, nickel, nickel. Check safety, check safety.
Here's Marlon Mack. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. 41 Mike. 41 Mike. I got you, pump. Hey, 4-1's Mike. 4-1's Mike. Go.
On second and 11 now. Brissett. It's caught by Funchess. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 19.
First down. First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
41's the Mike. 41's the Mike. Focus it. Mike 41. Mike 41. Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, D. Man up, D. 41 running.
From the red zone now, Brissett. He's got it to Hilton. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up second and 6. Here's Brissett. He's got Jack Doyle. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Colts are going to jump back in front. So from 3 scores down, these guys have fought all the way back to grab the lead. And I'll just tell people what happened when they went up 3 scores. I wrote on your paper 2 words, game over, and now I'm eating those words. I was wrong.
A little salt, a little pepper, goes down pretty easily.
I will admit when I make a mistake.
Well, it looked like it was going that way. This is one of those paging Frank Reich moments, and I can't believe I just brought that up, because Frank Reich at Maryland in college did it to my Tennessee Volunteers, and that was a big reason why my team lost.
Sounds like you still harbor some pain from that game.
You know, we still got a little time to work it out with the doctor.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again, Allen. Flush to his right. The ball comes out.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. And here's Allen. From the gun, he'll throw. He'll have a first down past the 40 and all the way up to the 46. It's a pickup of 17 on that one and a Bills first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Allen. And this one caught by Beasley. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. On first down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 2nd and 9, Allen. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Dawson Knox, 27 yards. And the Bills have once again taken the lead.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
They do tack on the extra point as well, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. Back to throw. Ebron caught left side. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. And now this is Hilton on the receiving end. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game.
At the 46-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. He's back to throw. Funches has it complete. And he's got a 1st down as a tackle made at the Bills' 30. Brissett now 11 of 17 passing thus far. He's got his guys a 1st and 10. And the catch made by Hilton. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. T.Y. Hilton in the final minute. And they have taken the lead here in the final minute. And now the Colts are going to keep the offense on the field as they'll go for 2 here. Brissett. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you get a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Half 85.
Back to throw. And he finds Beasley complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs. They got exactly what they wanted there. Out route, catch, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
And I have to criticize defense here because you know the situation. You want to keep them inbounds and have the clock run. So I'm sitting on the outside portion of the field and not letting them throw an out route. Throw anything inside and I'll make the tackle. An out route? That's not the way you're supposed to play it.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Allen to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Team 6.
He'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Hey, hold.
53, Mike.
Now Allen. Open man, here's Foster. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down. So it's all going to come down to Stephen Hauschka. His first attempt of the afternoon, and it's for the win. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. And I tell you, when it comes to needing a field goal in closing seconds, pressure situation, there's something to be said for having a veteran kicker trot out there.
Agreed. It's so nice to have someone you can rely on, someone who you know has done it before. And this guy's as cool as they come, isn't he?
An incredibly short kick fielded way up there.
Here we go.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Look at the clock. Everyone knows the situation. Probably time here for one final play.
And we know what that play is going to be. It's got to be some sort of Hail Mary, throwing it towards the end zone and hoping someone can catch it or catch it off of a tip. Think back to 2015. Didn't we see Green Bay pull that off twice in the season?
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle, defense with one last exclamation mark there, getting the sack to end it.
I love how you phrased it because we were waiting to see what would happen. Obviously, we thought something would happen downfield. Instead, it happens in the offensive backfield, and that's your ball game.
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Indy.